had a case that I saved a woman and then her child's life around 5 a.m. in the morning. This was the way she was walking. When she entered, she was struggling. She wanted to squat, but the nurses were preventing her from squatting because it's not good to squat as a laboring woman. So she was struggling, but we were able to remove her rubber, which was something like this, a figure, to put on the bed for her to lie down. So we laid the rubber, this thing for her to lay down for some time. But she was struggling on the bed. So we did our examination. As contraction was frequent, but dilatation was low. It wasn't increasing. So we saw that the woman was at risk. I kept her in the facility under my care. So in 4 hours' time, I went to do the vaginal examination again. Then I realized that she was still the same centimeters dilated as the first time I did the examination. I told the woman that there was a need for me to refer her to the hospital for further management. But the woman told me that, Madam, you wait small. But I said no, there was a need for us to go early, for early intervention. Then I asked of the husband. She told me the husband had gone to the farm. We called the husband on phone. So when he came, the midwife was able to explain to her why the need for the wife to go to Japa for further intervention. So I called the ambulance on phone. In the next 20 minutes, the ambulance arrived at the facility. We go to the wards, maternity wards, at around 12 something, thereabout. The in charge was on duty, Madam Selina, with another midwife. They informed the doctor, one daughter, Alexis, he's a keeping daughter in the hospital. He came and also did his examination and made his orders, and that they should report any abnormality. I went back to see my woman, whether she had delivered. So I went only to meet the midwife in the main ward, one Albertina. She said, hey, madam, your woman is still lying there waiting for you to come and deliver her. I did the VA again and she was still 3 centimeters, but the contractions are very strong and then frequent. So I walked inside and saw the woman. At that time I entered the ward, she was having a contraction and actually she was in pain. When she saw me, she just, hey, madam, Kaya Farmo, you should save me. So in my mind, I already diagnosed the woman that she was having cervical dystocia. But I was waiting on the doctor to come and confirm. But then, they were not also fast enough and I had to go back to the facility that evening. So I left the ward at around 5:30 when the nurse also left to call the daughter. So the following early morning, I called the ward to find out about my woman. But only for the nurses to tell me that, oh, daughter came last night and said they should prepare fast for cesarean section. That the woman was actually having cervical dystocia. So they opened the woman and then extracted a live baby boy that was weighing 3.7 kilograms. That was the report they gave to me. I was very happy. And the following day I had to go to the ward to see how they were doing. And I actually went and met that bouncing baby boy there. They discharged the woman in 7 or 10 days time to come back to the facility and continue with the care. And then she visited the clinic to greet us. And she expressed that madam, if you hadn't sent me early, maybe I would have lost my life.
The labor started in the night, around 5 a.m. I saw I had a ruptured membrane. I called my husband and he brought me to the clinic. When I came to the clinic, the midwife, Madame Marcella, examined me. She told me my contractions were not regular and my cervix was not fully dilated. She told me that I should call my husband to come and go to the hospital in Jirapa. I was happy about the referral, but I was worried about my kids. But when they explained why I should go, I was willing to go because I knew that at the hospital they would be able to save me from dying. My husband wasn't at home, so his brother came. He had a phone and called my husband on the farm. I explained to him on the phone and he agreed that we should go. The midwife helped get an ambulance to the hospital.